Hey everyone, it's Milo here for the Fellowship of Acoustics together with Bill, my co-host for today. When he's not on the video, you all seem to complain, and we like it as well when he's in there. Yeah, you do too. Okay, so welcome to a new episode of New Arrivals. We have Laura behind the camera. Maiko is unfortunately not here. Please wish him well, he's not feeling too great. So we're going through the store. We're going to find 4 guitars that pique our interest, and yeah, let's see what our favorites are, and then it's up to you to pick your favorite of the week. And last week you all chose the J45 script logo from 46. I think that guitar wasn't a fire, but it sounded fire as well. It sounded really great. We also had a beautiful 126 Civil War Martin, which was incredible as well. But you all chose the J45. So we have a lot of choice today. We have a lot of Gibsons heads up, some foreshadowing. Maybe this will be a Gibson-centric episode, so sorry in advance. But let's have a look right now. Let's go! Hey. Ja, mooi. Hey, wil je er ook in, man? Words from the big boss. There they go.
Be nice to each other. Give each other a hug every once in a while.
Yeah.
A little kizzy-wizzy. And buy lots of guitars.
Because life's too short
to play shitty guitar.
That's right. Do you want to pick the first guitar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oeh, sorry Bill. Ooh la 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 la.
Yeah.
1959.
1959 ES-175. Great choice.
And in blonde. These are rare birds in blonde.
Yeah.
Because if you look a little bit closer to the left here, you find another one from 1960.
So this is really special. We have a ES-175 from 1959, the golden age of Gibson electrics. This is a staple of a Gibson archtop. 1959 Gibsons are really rare and really sought after. ES-175s are getting more and more popular, jazz players and rock players alike. And a 59 natural is just incredible to see. We have the original PAFs in here as well. We checked on the inside. Most of the solder caps are untouched as well, which is this is really as pristine as you can find them. So like Koen mentioned already, we also have a ES-175D, so a Sunburst without the N for natural. They started doing the Ds, the double pickups in 53. So they changed from one P90 to 2 P90s back then. Though there are some ES-175s found before 53 with 2 pickups, though those models weren't called Ds, so it was just an experiment, I guess. So in 1957 they changed to the Humbuckers instead of the P90s. Before that there were 2 P90s on a ES-175. We have the cloisons on here, though they have been replaced at one time. You can see some of the screw holes. These are historically correct, but somewhere in its life it did have some different tuners. I don't know the exact story about the trapeze tailpiece, because you also see the tailpieces with the zigzag tubes on there. This one doesn't have those. We'll dive into that. We have Colin behind his desk right now, so he has all the time to do some research onto this guitar. Yeah, this is incredible. This is only the first guitar that we opened, so we'll have a little look around. Maybe let's also open the 1960 ES-175, and maybe we'll pick one of the 2. Ah, this one does have the zigzag tubes, as you can see. Let's put them next to each other. This is incredible. A 59 and a 1960 ES-175. Have a look at that. You don't get to do that every day. But you can see the difference in the trapeze tailpiece. I think I like the zigzag tubes. I think they look retro. Other than the tailpiece, these guitars are pretty similar, only 1 year apart. There are some other differences. This one also did have a neck break at once in its life. It's always painful to see. But the good thing is, when this happens, it always happens at the weakest part of the guitar neck. And Gibsons do tend to have some weak spots in their necks. And when it does break and you re-glue it and you do it well, the neck is even more stable than it was before. So it only improves the guitar, though it can really hurt. And I'm speaking from experience, because I have a 330 that I knocked over once, and the headstock came off. So there was it was terrifying. I saw all the beautiful moments I had with that guitar flashing before my eyes. But now it's still my favorite guitar, and the neck has been re-glued and it's really stable. So another thing that we can see on this one, it does have a really weird input jack plate, which is, can you see yourself?
Yeah.
That's non-original. I don't know why they did that, but it's there. So maybe I will play on these two a little bit acoustically. Let's see which one I like more. One thing I didn't mention about the 59 one is that this is the original case as well, which is really cool to see that. Most of the time they get separated, the guitar and the case, but this one has the original lifting case in great condition still. I think I like this one more. Acoustically, this one has a little bit of a richer, lower mid-range. And most of the time this will translate through the pickups as well. On top of that, this is a natural one, and I think that looks even cooler than a Sunburst ES175. Yeah, this is a special day to have this in our store, and I think this will be my first choice for this new rifles. Let's plug it in. Alright, we have a Haar guitar here. Another Dutch builder that we don't see too often. Oh, nice. It's another manufacturer in the Netherlands that produces Fender copies at a really high quality, quite affordable price when you compare it to a custom shop. And there are a lot of professional musicians in the Netherlands that play Haar guitars, as well as the Deltones and the Koopmans. Right, Bill? You asked for Bill, and you got it. So this is their S style. They call it the Tread S, traditional S. We have a swamp ash body, which really shines through the white finish. I think that looks quite nice. A relic job on it as well. A maple neck. We have Klopman pickups. These are 54 style Klopman pickups. Those pickups sound really good. I've tried a few Stratocasters in here. Also a lot of Haars come with the Klopmans. They sound really airy and open and full as well. So that's what I like in Strat pickups. It's a really nice piece of maple on this neck. Really flamey. Gets more flamey when you go to the lower frets. It's a quarter sawn flamed maple neck. And it's quite chunky as well. Maybe you can see that when I hold it like this. It's a chunky neck with a compound radius. Really easy to play. Man, these Haars are amazing guitars. So it's a nice opportunity. Go check them out. A Neil Martin guitar from the Refresh series. This is one of the higher end Martins from that series. The OM42. Check that out. Nice bling. 42 style inlays. Beautiful set of rosewood. So in the Refresh series, they changed up the bracing on the inside, so it's more akin to the lighter Golden Era style bracing, which really opens up the tone a little bit, allows the top to move more freely. Kom maar, mag door. let's check out this Bourgeois guitar. This is their LDB2. And it says it's got a really nice Argentine Grey finish, which I really enjoy. Wow. With a lot of gold sparkle as well. I really like Argentine Grey. I think it's a really nice burst finish. Pairs really nicely with the gold in the inlays here, the rosettes, the binding. I think we have an Adirondack top on this one, which looks fabulous. And then check this set of mahogany out. So we call this bee's wing mahogany because it looks like the wings of a bee. So this is Bourgeois' take on the L00 size guitar. It's a beautiful 12 fret model, really nice embellishments, also some gold. the Bourgeois logo is also in gold sparkle. In this case you also get a sealed package of air. This guitar is produced in Maine, and they say that the Maine air really does something to the tone of an acoustic guitar. So if you can get your hands on a package of really authentic Maine air, please put it inside your case and your guitar will liven up over the years. I think this one has a really beautiful sound. I'm playing it with a pick right now, but I think this will also sound really nice when played finger style. It's got a nice mahogany mid-range to it, but it doesn't lose any clarity in the top end. And this is what I'm used to from Bourgeois guitars. Plus, I really like the look of this one, the LDB2 12 fret in the Argentine Grey. I think this will be my second choice for this new arrival. So let's put it in front of a microphone. Then we have another Collins guitar, a second-hand one. Also meant to say the Hill Country OM is still available. That's one of the best Collins guitars that we've ever had. So I know it's really expensive, but if you're interested, then please look it up because it's an amazing guitar. This is a D2HA. So it's their dreadnought with Indian rosewood back and sides, herringbone, and an Adirondack top on it. And this one is a second-hand one. We still have to figure out the exact year. So Colin did some quick research. We believe this to be from 2013. It's been played. The top is in pretty good condition. There are some dings, but you can see it primarily on the back. There are some scratches here and there. But that's what happens when you play a guitar. So that's not unusual. Let's see how it sounds. It's got a lot of volume, really full sounding dreadnought. I like this a lot. Beautiful Adirondack top, look at the grain, really nice and straight. Great guitar. I think Aaron will like this as well. But we did feature a lot of Collins guitars the last few weeks, so I won't pick this one. Probably be another Gibson, by the looks of it. So I think for my third choice, I'm going to pick a Gibson acoustic guitar. And we have two right here. We have a Dove and a J50, so let's have a look at them. And let's see which one we like best. Wow, that's nice. Whoa, also really nice. So we have two vintage Gibsons from the 60s and both natural, which is nice. I prefer a Dove with a natural finish. So let's look at some differences, and we're going to start with these with the Dove. Let's dive into some specs. Actually, 68, because this is a 68 Dove, is the only year that they used a screw-on pickguard. So that's the only year that you see this, all the screws in the top. Whether you like it or not. The pickguard itself is in good condition, not cracked anywhere, and we have a beautiful Dove. Kaka. Some other specs on the Dove. This is the second square shoulder dreadnought that Gibson made after the Hummingbird. This one is a slightly longer skill length, so there's a little bit more tension on the strings, which can result in some more top end, some more power as well. Then in 68 this should have had a rosewood saddle, though this is a plastic one, so maybe the previous owner had replaced this. There can be a slight difference in sound when you compare the plastic and the rosewood, so maybe that's why they changed it. We have a maple back and sides. Maple back, and what's interesting is that the sides on this one do have some bird's eye, which is cool. A lot of crackling in the finish. A lot of people hate on the adjustable saddles on those 60s Gibsons. Because they can sound really muted, but this one doesn't sound muted at all. This has a nice sparkle in it, in the sound. So, like this a lot. Let's move over to the J50, the natural brother of the J45. So this is a 65 one. This one also has the adjustable saddle with the plastic on it. It's got a really thin neck, big frets. Might have been replaced once in its life. Also a player. Both of these have been played a lot. Sounds quite different compared to the Dove, which is to be expected because we have mahogany back and sides, a shorter skill length. This one is a little bit more thumpy, and I think this is more the typical vintage and 60s Gibson acoustic sound that you might expect. But this one sounds more open. It's got more power. I like this a lot. I think I'm going for the Dove. This one we also found out that in 68 they changed the bracing on the Doves a little bit, and maybe on their other acoustics as well. So it's a little bit heavier. So this can give it some more sustain. Can also tame the volume a little bit. But I think this got plenty enough volume. And like we always say, the vintage Gibsons always sound really good through a microphone. So I'm hoping this has got the vintage Gibson mojo, but then with some added clarity, which is nice in a vintage Gibson. So let's go for the 68 Dove with the screwed-on pickguard. This is my third choice. So I just got word that we received a Corey Wong Music Man, and it's downstairs somewhere. And Tijmen, who works here as well, is thinking of buying it. So let's find it. So where are the Music Mans? Aha! Look at that. This is the new Corey Wong Music Man. What do we call this? The Stingray 2 in a charcoal blue finish with gold hardware, which is pretty sexy. So this is the exact guitar that Tijmen is after. So if you're quick, you can be ahead of him. This is one of Music Man's classic models, the Stingray with the circular pickguard. Always reminds me a little bit of the Vox guitars, also the teardrop Vox guitars. One pet peeve of mine is the headstock and the tuners, the distribution of the tuners. 4 and 2 on the other side. So when you're tuning, I'm grabbing a G string that's not there, it's on the other side. Just a small thing, you get used to that in a few moments. Corey Wong, of course, we know him from Wolfpack, and also Corey Wong is his own music. Yeah, so a really funky guitar player, plays a lot of strats as well, also has a Fender Stratocaster signature, but this is his humbucker guitar. So we have 2 finishes, the charcoal blue, and then there's this one with binding on the fretboard. Check it out. This one is a deluxe pine green. So this is the deluxe model of that one. Wow. It's a really cool color. I think I like this even more. Beautiful guitars. So about the millionth vintage Gibson this episode. We have a L5 from 1947. So the L5, the classic Lloyd Loar design. I think he designed it in 1922. It started its life as a 16-inch archtop, and then moved to a 17-inch later, around 33, 34, I believe. So this is really the big band acoustic archtop that everyone used in that period. It's got a lot of wear. Some cracks also have been repaired, as you can see. A de-armament pickup that was added later, I presume. Really nice flame on this neck, which is really cool. So we think this is from 1947. That should match the serial number on the inside. But one thing that we noticed, we found online that in 48 the ebony replaced the rosewood fingerboards. So this is from 47, but it's got an ebony fingerboard, as you can see, or it is the darkest rosewood ever. No, this is ebony. So I think they maybe it's the end of 47, and they already produced some with ebony fingerboards. I think it's cool to see, because that's how guitar production works. It's not the 1st of January 1948, and right now we're going to produce every guitar with the ebony fingerboard. This happens gradually, but it's a beautiful guitar. I think we'll get maybe Tom to play this. And Tom is also a proud owner of a vintage L5, so he really likes these guitars. Yeah, this should be my final choice for this new rifle. So let's plug it in.
Thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment about which guitar is your favorite. Leave a like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys again next week. Achoo!
Achoo!